I'm Andrew Hebert. I'm the writer and director of Four Itchy Boys.
Hi, I'm Kim Bonifay. I am one of the actors in Four Itchy Boys.
And our project is about the titular four itchy boys who have a strange medical condition where their skin is itchy and no one knows why. Their condition has made them quite famous online, made them like viral media sensation. So they go on to a controversial talk show to talk about their condition. But a producer behind the scenes is trying to make more of a viral moment out of them, and things go very bad live on the air. I think the main message is just how media culture today obsesses over individuals, how we make them really famous for random absurd reasons. We build them up and then we love to tear them down.
Yeah. Would you say living in LA has given you a special insight into this world?
I've worked in advertising for the past several years, and having worked in that field, I see a lot of how brands want to capitalize on these viral moments, on influencers specifically, or like meme celebrities, people who are famous overnight. Everyone jumps on a brand deal, everyone wants to do a video with them, wants to talk about them, and then the second they're useless, it's like canceled, done, trash. The story's really claustrophobic. It's really trying to get inside the minds of these itchy boys, and so through the cinematography, we use a 4:3 aspect ratio, so the frame is a little bit more compressed. It's not a huge wide view, so you feel a little bit boxed in. The colors are also very vibrant, loud, intense, and then we used a lot of hard lighting, so a lot of like red hot lights. The characters are sweating. It's supposed to feel very like intense, hot, sweaty.
We felt it on set.
Much like today.
Much like today. I know.
I'm sweating now.
I feel like it was the day of set where we put a lot of like fake sweat on us.
The makeup team was always sweating. Yeah, just to like show how hot it was in this stage. Like we wanted all the characters to be sweaty and just so we just feel the intensity of it.
I play the producer of the show where they go on, the talk show, and I think there's a need, like Andrew says, to prove myself with the numbers, right? Like how well the audience will respond to it, and showcasing that I can put on a good show and push them to their limit, except that I didn't realize how far it would go, and by the end, I think what Andrew did really well is that we see the other side, right, of when you go too far and realizing that moment and realizing that you treated humans like animals, like they weren't real on the other side.
Does she have remorse?
Yes, I think so.
Yeah.
By the end of the film, that's the way we sort of went about it. There's a last look at the end of the film, which I love when reading because it really showcases the arc of treating them like they were not humans, and then realizing they were, and then realizing that you acted like an animal yourself, on the other side.
And that it's too late, that the damage has been done.
Absolutely.
And she's going to have to live with this guilt of physically hurting these boys more than she intended.
A lot more.
Yeah, a lot more.
Yeah.
Sorry. How did you prepare for the role?
We did a lot of prep together. We did a reading, which was super helpful, where Andrew sort of allowed all of us to say what we thought of our characters and of the film and of the story. So it was great because we were able to sort of all build upon the work we had done individually and the work that Andrew, obviously the story that he knew that we didn't know yet, because this is a small part of a bigger project. So that helped me a lot. And then because it's a horror, there's a lot of physical aspect to it. I ran a lot in it and I screamed, and so there's a lot of just like physical preparations you do the day of, and then allowing things to just happen and to flow. Really.
Well, missing today are the titular four itchy boys. We've got Nico Greetham, Gilberto Ortiz, Ben Weinswig, and Boo Boo Stewart. All of them are fantastic actors. They've all been in many things that you may have seen, so we were super lucky to have such experienced actors that wanted to be a part of the short film. When we got this cast together, I couldn't believe that all these insanely talented people wanted to do my short film, and then
it's a good story. It's a good story.
And I think the thing I'm most proud of, I'm really proud of the movie, but what I'm most proud of is how this cast and crew came together and created a new community. The cast has been hanging out every other week. I see pictures on Instagram of them hanging out, and I just love seeing that they're helping each other with auditions and writing and just going out to drinks. And I think that's something that's rare, and I'm just really proud to have been a part of this community that we've built.
You're a shepherd.
Yeah.
You're a leader.
Or dad.
Dad. That's what it feels like sometimes, and I'm so proud of my children. And
Yeah.
so I hired a trailer music composer to do our score. And
Nailed it.
talk about type A, I had built a deck that was basically a storyboard of the frames with like time codes of where what I wanted the music to do for each section.
Yeah.
So I said, I think this song lasts about 2 minutes. At the 1 minute mark, it needs to swell big here.
Yeah.
Because he actually scored it without watching the movie first.
Oh, wow.
Like I wanted to edit the picture to the music. So while the edit was going, the music was also being worked on.
Yeah.
But I gave him like very specific ideas of what I thought the music would sound like and at what points it would get big and small.
To enhance the feeling.
Yes, exactly. And then when the music was ready, we gave that to the editor, and then he was able to manipulate that to the picture.
Sound design.
Sound design is
One of
probably
my favorite parts
yeah,
of the film.
the favorite
So
part of the
good.
film.
Okay, let's go into it.
Sound design is so integral because the movie's like, you cut the picture and it looks great and you see them itching, but it's when you hear it and how intense it is and how amplified the itching sounds, I think is what allows the audience to
Squirm.
Yeah, to feel the
Absolutely.
squirm, to feel the plight of the characters. And so the scratching is like a huge part of the sound design. I think it was like the Foley was like onions peeling, you know, like that crackle when you peel an onion.
Yeah.
I think that's what we used to make the itching
Oh my
sound.
god.
Yeah.
But even it helped build the world a lot as well, because this is it's almost like a dystopian, futuristic world. It's not exactly ours today, so I feel like the sounds really helped set up that space
Yeah.
as well, including the
Yeah, there's a little bit of the sci-fi element
Yeah.
with like the AI tech and the dystopian time. So a lot of the sound just kind of helps build this world.
Yeah.
Oh, painful. I don't love to write. It definitely, my writing process is I have to see the whole movie in my head before I can get excited about sitting down to do it. So it's a lot of like late nights listening to music and just haunting my apartment, walking from room to room to room, imagining things, writing notes in my phone. I'll probably have the whole movie written out in my phone before I actually sit down and final draft.
Scene by scene.
Yeah.
In sort of bullet points.
Yeah,
You know.
really by visuals first. And that's kind of
Okay.
how, like, the climax of our short film was, like, probably the first visual I had for this, like, 10 years ago. It's someone ripping their skin off, and that was something I just kind of worked backwards from. So anytime I write, I'm starting from an image that I want to shoot and create, and then I try to find ways to tie these images together for the story. Yeah, our film has an Instagram. It's at 4itchyboys, 4 spelt out F-O-U-R. You can find more information about the film, upcoming screenings, and all of our team on there.